Hey everyone, Christina here. So I find myself in Illustrator again. In a previous video, I went over making a poster for my club and they did ask me to add a few more things. I have a pretty cool trick that I want to show you guys. It is using a gradient mesh, and overall it's a very fun way to add more graphic quality. Let's get started. In my last video, I went over creating a basic poster using Adobe Illustrator. I went over the basics of the gradient tool and some of the text options you can use. But now I'm going to introduce a cool trick that I learned. It can really expand your creative freedom. The first thing I'm going to do is go over here into the left bar and select the shape tool. Instead of the rectangle tool, I want to use the circle tool. So I'm just going to hit L on my keyboard and it automatically switches to the circle. I'm going to make sure I am working in a different layer. I have my background and text layer separated. I'm just going to move my new layer below my text layer. That way it is not overlapping my text. I'm going to draw in my circle. Now we have our circle in. It is automatically just a black circle. I'm going to change the color to something a little bit more vibrant. Now that my circle is ready, I'm just going to go over here to the mesh tool. I'm just going to go ahead and make a point on my circle and make another point. And so far it looks like a grid. I'm going to use my direct selection tool and I'm going to click on these anchor points. And over here, I can change the fill color and we'll see what happens. Now we have a gradient effect using this mesh in the circle tool. I can continue choosing different colors by using that selection tool, hitting those points and changing the colors. So I'll be doing that. The other thing that I'm going to do is turn down my opacity or opacity. That way it looks sort of like a bubble. And if I wanted to, I could just move this up, I can move it around, I can copy and paste using Control-C on my keyboard and just hitting V for paste. And it really gives a 3D quality. I can rotate it around. I also want to show you that it doesn't just end there. I can make this a little bit bigger so we can see. I can move those anchor points themselves to create a really cool shape. I can move these points inwards, I can move them outwards, I can twist this around, and it just really allows for cool opportunities of fun shapes and colors. So I'll just play around with this tool for a little bit and see what I end with. And honestly, I could be here all day just trying to edit that one shape using the mesh tool, but overall using the shape tool and mesh tools can really create a more creative and visually appealing graphic. So let me know if that helped you guys, if you already knew that. Any questions, leave them in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.